Question 35. Is the business growing? Yeah. Sometimes it seems to be growing in more directions than I'm actually able to, keep tabs on. I guess the thing is that there are so many different directions that we can go in. And actually, for me, on a personal level, this is a really good thing because I'm one of those people that struggles with working in a highly consistent environment. I'm always striving for it to be a highly consistent environment, but then as soon as it becomes consistent, I start getting bored. So then I'm always looking for the next project to do. So for us, although our number of practitioners, we had a point when we had about 40. Today, as of today, it's dropped down to, I think, 19 because we've been filtering people out who are perhaps not working effectively as part of NLP for Kids. So although it might look like in some ways we've scaled back, actually what we're doing in terms of how we're functioning is always growing and doing something new. So there's some really nice, new, big, exciting projects that I know are on the horizon right now, but I'm not in a position to share with you just yet. You're going to have to watch this space. But I know that those things are going to make even more impressive big things happen beyond that. So without question, it's growing. It doesn't necessarily grow in the way that I'd planned for it to grow, but then we seem to have, another interesting or exciting opportunity that comes along that makes complete sense for us. So for example, 2 years ago, I was working from a serviced office, and the rent was very high in terms of being able to operate from that premises. And so just randomly, I had the thought that maybe it would work to place our business in a retail space, because around that time there were lots of different companies evacuating the high street. So lots of highly known retailers that were suddenly not operating on the high street anymore. And I started looking into retail space as a really cost-effective option for somewhere to position the NLP for Kids office, and found somewhere. And as a result of that, ended up buying a building which is on the high street in Hemel Hempstead, so literally just out the window here behind me. And it was a hairdresser's, and I converted it into our office. There's a basement there, so within the next 12 months we should be converting the basement into another working space. And those were things that I hadn't necessarily planned for, but when the opportunities came along, it was too good to miss, and it made sense to do it. So I think the fact that I went from operating this in my mum's back bedroom to us now owning a space on the high street, being the first company to put NLP on the high street, definitely tells me that that the business is growing.